Let's mark our work from yesterday. Make sure you've got your workbook in front of you so you can check your answers. Remember we said we were going to miss a few pages out in our workbook, but we will have a look at them when we're back together in school. We're going to be starting on page 177. On this page, you needed to match the 3D shape to the same shape, but it was displayed in a slightly different way. Pause the video to check you have matched up the correct shape. After that, we needed to name each 3D shape below. We've got a cone, a cube, a cylinder, a pyramid, a sphere, a prism, and a cuboid. On the final page, you needed to have a go at drawing a cone and a cylinder. Afterwards, you needed to describe some of the things that were different about the two shapes. You might have said that a cone has one face, whereas a cylinder has two. You might have said a cone has one vertex, but a cylinder has none. Well done, Year 3. We're going to play a game now to help us remember the names of 3D shapes. On the screen is going to be an image of a 3D shape, and you need to shout out the name of the shape. What shape is this? It's a cone. Well done. What shape is this? It's a cube. What shape is this? It's a cuboid. What shape are these tents? They are triangular prisms. What shape are these? They're a pyramid. What shape are these tubes? They're cylinders. And what shape are these marbles? They're spheres. And remember, if we cut it in half, we can call it a hemisphere. Well done, Year 3. Yesterday, we were describing 3D shapes, and we learnt 3 new words: face, edge, and vertex. We're going to say the definitions together. Let's start with face. This is the flat surface of a 3D shape. Let's say edge together. This is the line where two faces meet. And finally, let's say vertex, the corner where 3 or more edges meet. Today we are going to learn about 2 different 3D shapes. The first one is on the screen. Do you know the name of this 3D shape? Correct, it is a pyramid. A pyramid is a 3D shape with a flat base and flat triangular sides. Can you remember what we call these parts? We call them faces. These faces meet at a vertex, and on a pyramid we call this vertex the apex because it's right at the top. These ones at the bottom are still called vertices. When people think about pyramids, they often think about the pyramids from Egypt, and this is a certain type of pyramid. Do you know what it is called? It is a square-based pyramid because the base of the pyramid, the bottom of the pyramid, is in the shape of a square. But there are lots of other types of pyramids. We name these different pyramids based on the shape of their base. This pyramid is a triangular pyramid because its base is in the shape of a triangle. This one is a square pyramid because its base is the shape of a square. A pentagonal pyramid has a pentagon-shaped base, and a hexagonal pyramid has a base the shape of a hexagon. Can you pause the video and tell me something that's the same about all of these pyramids and something that is different? How did you get on? We could have said that all pyramids have an apex. Remember, that's the vertex that's right at the top. All pyramids also have triangular shaped sides or faces. But what's different in pyramids is the shape of the base, and that's why they have special names, because this is the part that makes them different. Can you use what we have just learned about pyramids to fill in this box here? Look at the pyramid on the screen. This one is filled in, this one is not. And can you finish the sentences? Pause the video and finish the sentences. This shape was a triangular-based pyramid. Did you get it correct? Great job. We call it a triangular-based pyramid because the base, the bottom, is in the shape of a triangle. There are 4 faces on a triangular-based pyramid, 1 at the bottom and 3 on the sides. There are 6 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 4 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the screen is our triangular base pyramid and this shape here. Do you know what this shape is called? This is a triangular prism. Can you pause the video and look at the 2 shapes? What is the same and what is different? Let's have a look at a prism together. A prism is a 3D shape with flat sides and faces. It has 2 faces that are the same shape and size, and they look like a 2D shape. So this prism has 2 triangles at either end. Something that makes prisms different is the cross section. This means if we cut through the middle of the shape, we would see the same 2D shape that's on either end. So if I were to cut through this prism here, I would still see a triangle. You can see it in this diagram here. If I were to cut through this prism here, I would see the same shape that's on either end. I would still see a rectangle. Here are some other examples of prisms. Remember, when we cut into a prism or make a cross section, we will see the same shape that's on the end. So on this prism, we would see a triangle. On our cuboid, we would see a square, and the same for a cube. So both cuboids and cubes are prisms. This is a trapezoidal prism because if we cut into it, we would see this shape, which is called a trapezium. This is a pentagonal prism. If we cut into it, we would still see the pentagon shape that's at either end. Okay, let's use what we have learned to play a game. On my screen are 5 facts. These are facts that are about prisms or pyramids. You need to read the facts and decide which shape they are describing. Is it a prism or is it a pyramid? I'm going to give you a clue and tell you one of these facts is about both prisms and pyramids. So, pause the video, read the facts very carefully and decide which shape they are describing. Let's have a look at the answers together. Our first fact was this shape has the same shaped face at either end, and this is true for prisms. The next fact was this shape is always named after the shape at its base, and this is pyramids. We have a triangular base pyramid, square base pyramid, and lots of other types of pyramids. The next fact was this shape's edges meet at an apex. This is describing the top vertex, top corner on a pyramid. The next one was our tricky fact. This shape is 3D. This is true for both prisms and pyramids. And our final fact was the faces on the side of this shape are always a triangle. And this is true for pyramids. Today's independent work is slightly different, Year 3. It is not in our workbooks, so you need to look on the PDF that's on our Dojo story page. On the first page, I would like you to draw a prism and a pyramid. Then I want you to tell me what is different about these two 3D shapes. When you've finished, I would like you to choose one of these 3D shapes and describe it to a friend. You'll need to think about the number and shape of the faces and the number of edges and vertices. You can describe this to someone in your family or who's living at home with you and see if they can find the shape from your description. If you'd like to upload a video of you describing the shape to Class Dojo, Miss Downing and Miss Lopez will have a guess. You could also type out a description of your shape and we will have a look at that and guess. Please make sure you upload a picture of your work today. And finally, Year 3, here is your optional creative challenge. Go to this website, which is also linked in our PDF on the Class Dojo page, and you will learn about nets. Once you've watched the video and had a go at the online activities, you can try and draw your own net. Well done, Year 3. You have learnt so much this week. We've learnt 2 new words to describe lines, horizontal and vertical. We've also looked at 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Next week, Miss Lopez is going to be teaching us about perimeter, so you will need a ruler to help you with your learning. Tomorrow, we're going to be practicing a number skill we've already learnt in school, so you need to think back to our learning on division. And we will also have our usual Friday Maths Challenge. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of your work. Make sure you've uploaded today's task to your Dojo portfolio. Have a lovely weekend. I'm missing you all lots and I will see you soon. Bye.